Very good early evening to you. Welcome back to Eardguard Wrexham. Sad news on getting into work this morning. I was pulled to one side by a colleague of mine, Andy Smith, to be informed that somebody we had both worked with previously in a different department had sadly passed away. What makes this more upsetting is the fact that Kev was just 44 years of age. I first came across Kev Jefferys in work 2007. I'd gone back to my current employer and was put into the department that he was in, and there was a team of about 8 of us. 2 or 3 of us all joined at the same time, and we were all welcomed with open arms. Despite being considerably younger than me, I knew I could go tap Kev on the shoulder for a little bit of advice or a top tip, and it was always gratefully received and honestly given. Kev Jefferys was honestly one of the nicest fellows I've ever met. Yes, he had a glint in his eye. He was always good for a joke and good for a prank. That didn't stop the job getting done properly, thoroughly, exactly as it should have been. But he was honest and he was hard working. Now, unfortunately, we parted ways 2 years later. I went off to another department, and apart from the occasional wave on the zebra crossings, it was as much as he got really. But you know, he was somebody that he had a lot of time for, really did. And to find that he'd gone at just 44 was heartbreaking, especially once I found out his changing circumstances. Since I spoke to him last, he'd married Hells, and his children, Freya, Braylon and Kira. Lovely family, what I've seen in some of the photos I've been shown by various people, and I wasn't sure he loved them as much as they loved him. The really upsetting part for me as a grandfather is the fact that Luna Marie, who was only born recently, will never get to know Kev, because I'm sure he would have been a very good grandfather, as he's been a very good father, I'm sure. We had the common interest, of course, which was Wrexham Football Club, so chewing the fat on such things many a time during breaks. Well, not always met with opinions, but it was always discussed thoroughly, and that was the way it went. So firstly and foremost, my deepest and heartfelt condolences to all Kev's family and friends. To be taken at 44 years young it's just not right. It's not right. But there's one other person I really do feel I need to mention in this video, and that's Duffers. Very recently we've seen the sad passing of Joey, and how close Mickey was with Joey. Now, in my very, very humble opinion, Duffers and Kev Jefferys, they were just as close. So if anybody is in contact with Duffers, please tell him I'm asking for him, because I know he will be absolutely devastated. Unfortunately, the arrangements made with the football club for Kev to attend the game this evening, it won't come to pass. He loved the Wrexham Football Club, and he loved his family. He also loved walking up Snowdon and whatever he could get. So thanks for the memories, Kev. You're a top bloke. Wherever you are, rest easy. big shift coming. Now what I would like to do is implore all fans at the game tomorrow to applaud at 44 minutes in memory of a good bloke, good father, good grandfather, and an exceptional colleague, Kev Jefferys. So please, clap for Kev at 44. Thanks for listening to this. Take care. God bless. See you soon.